Hello everybody, this is your host, Mick. And today on the next episode of Clone Calamity, we have the Matthews Effects Architect V2. This may be a broken pedal. I'm going to, we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to call this a broken pedal. I'm going to email Matthews Effects and we'll, get back to this. Bye. Hello everybody, this is your host, Mick. And today we have the continuation of the previous video of, same video because I'm editing them together. The same video of the Matthews Effect Architect V2. So with this, actually, this is not a repaired one as when I originally recorded this, and now it is July 22nd, 2026, same day this video is being released, as I wanted to give as much time as possible this has not been fixed. I bought this one, a second one, using my own money, and it is bought used from Guitar Center, as I didn't want to pay full price a second time. Now, the thing with this is that while it is, what's it called? It is used, at least Guitar Center, because of their newer policies, which you can go watch Phil McKnight videos about that with the Know Your Gear podcast. He's done interviews with the Guitar Center CEO, and they're actually, surprisingly, making an attempt to not make Guitar Center as much like as Guitar Center used to be. Which, if you are in the United States and knew about Guitar Center before, yeah, it's horrible. I literally never wanted to set foot in there ever again for multiple reasons, besides just how slow and unorganized a lot of the places are. But with a lot of their improvements, one thing being that they actually have to test to use gear now instead of just accepting it, they actually had this for a decent price used. I only ended up paying about $75 for this, and plus they always have a 45-day return policy. So, this is the original comment I got because I raised not a stink, but like I said, I try to avoid being an asshole, but at times you are what you eat, so I had to go and comment about it, trying to tag Matthew's Effects to see what was going on, and he explained with the comment that you're seeing right now that, of course, he is one person in a singular shop, and he has a day job given the economy. Or he just always had a day job. I'm making assumptions here. But with the whole deal is that he has a lifetime warranty. I tried to make use of it with the original unit I got, and he's swarmed. I got the response that I said, but I've never been able to send it back yet to get it repaired. But he did mention the V2 itself has not been made in 8 years, if I remember in the comment correctly. The broken one is actually right here. Here it is. It's the broken one here. And it's funny because this one, the serial number on it, is actually it's about 200 and something more than this one. This serial number is double digits. This serial number is triple digits. So it's pretty funny. This one, brand new, something's wrong with it. It's broke. This one, used, older serial number, works fine. Who knows? It's just crazy world out there. Law, or what they always say in Trailer Park Boys, that's the rule of the road for truckers and all that. Like, you know, the old adage, born on a mountain, raised in a cave, trucking and fucking's all I crave. Anyways, so let's actually get on to the review here. The new pedal actually works fine, even if it's older than the new one. I have, I don't remember where I put the instruction manual. It's fine. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over everything. So this is it still has the three, shut up. It still has the three clipping stages: output, gain, bass, mid, and treble here. And the original tone, which I am using the MicroKORG 2, amazing synth by the way, is a nice little acid style sound because I am still in the 90s. And then when modified, pretty nice. So we'll just go over and do the knobs as expected with all three at the clipping stages. I'll have the output at noon, and then we're just going to turn everything down. And we're going to start with the top clipping stage, which I forget which one it is. But given this is a older pedal, which I'm just going to spoil it. Next week's video is the V4 of this, his newest version of it, which also I don't think he's making anymore because I haven't seen any. I had to buy that one used also. It's he seems to really be focusing on the Matthews, by the way. He seems to really be focusing on the Technician now, which is like this crazy computerized super pedal thing. So that was just showing the knobs. Let's see if we can find any noise within this. It seems that the metal one is the for the clipping is the loudest one, so I'm going to assume it's either low clipping or possibly LED. But if I remember correctly, I think it's asymmetrical, symmetrical, and none. Maybe. I'm not too sure if I remember. I know the V4 cycles through like 5 different clippings you can have. And those are like germanium, silicon, LED, and I think a transistor was one of them. I'm not too sure. You'll see next week's episode. Stay tuned and subscribe, or whatever YouTubers say. Don't call me a YouTuber though. That's horrible. let's see if we can find some noise. Okay, so here I'm getting some noise I see on the monitor. It's really not that much. A little bit more of that setting. Yeah, there's really not a lot of noise here. I'm on, as usual, boost it a little bit so you do hear it. But I'm on, because like again, you wouldn't hear this in normal use. I can just see it on my monitor because I have the waveform right in front of me right now, as I do watch everything while actually recording. And the noise is gone. Yeah, not much to really do there. So, with as it stands, because of the whole second half of this, or first half of this, with the issues I've had, this video is already dragging out a lot longer than it needs to be. So I'm just going to get straight into the conclusion part of this, and we're not going to do a giant second play session for this one. Or, you know, that's actually unfair. We're going to just go ahead and do some playing. And then I do timestamps, so you can just skip around to it. So that was some playing. The original tone was just, which you can see is very low. Very nice. So anyways, before we get into the points, I'd like to mention that this channel is sponsored by DevCloud. They are a small family-run shop with, at time of recording, I believe over 700 positive reviews. I was already a customer of theirs before they decided to sponsor me, which I do thank them for that. But they carry many of a smaller boutique brand that you wouldn't see in any other store, given that other stores such as your big boys out there will require massive order amounts to be able to stay in stock, obviously. But you also get a much more responsive staff and good people to work with, so go ahead and check them out and tell them that Vic sent you. Once again, thanks for sponsoring me, DevCloud, and back to the video. So let's just start with the obvious. The construction's fine. I like it. I like the style of DC jack that they have on it. All the switches are plastic. Soft touch knob or push boy here. Nothing too bad. The LED isn't completely recessed, but unless you turbo miss, I don't think that would be an issue. Everything feels solid. I don't have an issue with the construction. So just with the standard plastic and metal with the better DC jack, I'll give it a 4.1 out of 5. Sound itself is very versatile when it works. And this one being the working unit, it is a very versatile one. So if you want to get one cheaper, and like I said, the stipulation that you go somewhere that has a return policy in case it does not work, because these actually are a lot easier to find still compared to the V4s or even the V3s. You can find these. Just make sure that you are getting one that works, because if it doesn't, you have to return it, or you hold on to it to eventually get warranty service when Matthews isn't slammed. Like I said, I'm keeping everyone updated on that. But moving beyond just the normal Klon here, because it's besides just the normal 3 knobs, you have different clipping stages and also a bass and mid on it. I would go ahead and give this a let's get a 4.3 out of 5. It's good. I like the options with it. It's not a dog on it anyway, but at the same time, it's when playing in perspective of a lot of the other ones I've been able to play with, which you'll see the longer the series goes on, there's ones that really push insanely beyond what was even here. Plus, you'll also see with the V4 next week how the extremely put even more improvements to this circuit. So that'll just make the final score a 4.2854 out of 5. Good job. Anyways, this has once again been your host, Vic. Go ahead and like the video. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe just because I asked you very nicely. Thank you, everybody, for getting me over 300 subscriptions, and we're just on our way to 500 now, and probably nothing will change there either, just because I'm still here and I'm still doing whatever I do. Go ahead and share the video if you have anyone else that you know would be interested in clones and synthesizers, as this is an ongoing series. As time of filming, I have 112 clones that I have to get through. However, once this season here, which is season 3, finishes, or is this season 2? No, this is season 2. Once season 2 finishes, I am going to take a little bit of a break, as I want to review other stuff. And I want to keep working on my album, which I'm doing in the back end. I have my album, I have my shows, I have a lot of different things I want to do, and I'm doing a lot of other stuff behind the scenes. So I would like a little break from the Klon stuff for a bit, even though this is by far the biggest Klon series on YouTube now. Probably ever, because I've already far surpassed every single Klon comparison series I've ever seen, where the most I see him do is maybe like 20 pedals. And this is episode 40 something now, and we're going to be in the hundreds by the end of it. Cool. But that's why I'm That's why I'm awesome in doing all this. I'm practically setting money on fire doing this. So if you want to go to my merch store below, where I actually do get money from it, as I do not get money from DevCloud, as that is a different type of arrangement there. But if you want to go to my merch store and please either buy one of my designs, as I do everything myself and no AI is ever involved in this channel, or you can go and just leave a tip if you want to pretend to set money on fire with me, which is just amazing. Everything will just be going towards the channel, as there is a I'm not going to give a direct figure yet of how much has been spent on this series, but it is well over $10,000 at this point. Pretty bad, guys. All in this for the love of the game. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.